moderator by title, executioner by aim, respected by many, feared by all. In duels, he dominates. In TDM, he orchestrates. In CTF, he annihilates. When Spellcaster joins the lobby, the respawn timer starts ticking. The guardian of Play Unreal and the nightmare of the arena.
All right, welcome to another one of these. I guess it's a podcast now. Just so all the viewers are aware of what's happened here, DVP asked me one day to help him ask somebody else some questions, and I didn't understand what he was talking about. He's very Dutch. And so he asked me, can you help me ask someone some questions? I said, okay, sure. And next thing I know, I'm signed up for a weekly podcast. I didn't know what was happening. But that's what it is. That's where we're at now, which is a great introduction, I suppose, to welcome into another one of these. I don't really know if there's a title for this. So that said, with no further ado, I'd like to welcome my next guest. Let's have you introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Spellcaster, or Spell. My name is Miguel. I am 43 years old. I live in Almada, near Lisbon, Portugal. I have a wife. I have 2 dogs, a kid. That's pretty much it.
What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? So let's start these things as we always do. You say you're 43 now. I'll be 39 in a month. What brought you to this game? Talk me through your history. Like, how old were you? What's your first memory of Unreal Tournament?
I guess my first memory was in the classroom.
Oh, really?
I was studying IT. And somebody brought the game, installed on those PCs, Windows NT, with no video card, super bad mouses, ball mice, no mouse pads, nothing, just a bunch of nerds. And
nothing's changed, really.
Yeah, exactly. And then I thought, well, what's that? What's that game? Oh, it's Unreal when we shoot each other. And then we start playing, everybody. And it turned out to be every day. Every classroom, every interval we had between the classes. Even the teachers joined us.
Wow.
And from there I started playing. I didn't have a PC on that time. But then I got one, of course. I needed one to start playing ET at home.
I had been playing the game for a couple years, for several years, and I had gotten pretty good. And I had gone to college, and there was an IT class at the college, and because you could copy the game directly off of the network onto someone else's machine, you could even launch it and play it directly over the network from someone else's machine. I went to like this IT club and I was like, oh yeah, we could try this game out. And everyone's like, yeah, sure, we'll try it. And of course I was the ringer, and I absolutely wiped the floor with these guys, and they asked me to never bring the game again. They never wanted to play with me again. It was very frustrating. All right, well, that's a great intro to start with. When you were studying and when you were starting to play this game more and more, did it detract from your schooling? Was it becoming a problem ever?
Yeah, UT always have been a problem, not only on school, but
just in life.
Everything in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Before UT, I was struggling with Magic the Gathering. I was very active playing. I started casually with my friends. Then I joined a club and I started competition. And I started winning some tournaments. And then when things got serious and I got problems in school, of course, I lost a year. And then I had to drop everything. I put the cards in my closet and forget about it and start studying. And then gaming chased me again. And when it was that Unreal appeared in my life, And when I told you that I got the PC to play, I need it for my school, of course, a computer. But my goal was to have a computer to play Unreal. I did that by selling all my cards.
Mm.
And I just finished an addiction and started
Yeah, you
new one.
swapped one for the other one. Yeah, always
Why not? Why not?
always a safe thing to do as an addict. Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, sure. What do you? Well, this is a silly question, but what do you think you ended up spending more money on in your lifetime, Magic the Gathering or Unreal Tournament? Because I think for most people who play Magic, it's a never-ending obsession.
It was Magic, I guess. I don't have I don't really know how much I spent because I was younger and I was asking my father's money.
Sure.
Give me some booster packs, please. Or destroy
Papa,
my
please,
house.
I need them.
Christmas presents. What else? Cards. So even though I spent a lot of money with the internet at the beginning, with the modem connection, I think Magic went far beyond.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you finally get a computer, you finally have internet connection, and you've given up Magic the Gathering, you've all in on Unreal Tournament. You must feel like you're pretty good at this point. Like you must feel like all right, this is worth my time. This is worth going for. What drove that feeling? Did you feel like you could tell that you were a lot better than other people, or was it just that you were so addicted to it, it didn't really matter, and you just wanted to go all in?
Yeah, I think the first months, maybe the first year, I was just another player, totally amazed with the online world. Because until then, everything I knew about the internet was downloading MP3 and IRC, chatting, nothing that really amazed me. So playing online was a totally new world, and man, it was an awesome trip because I was playing in the public service, getting raped as pretty much anybody else. I was having already associating nicknames with gods, guys that for me were gods. Oh, this guy plays so good, whatever. So I joined a clan, Dark Order. That was from a guy from my city. I just knew after joined the clan. It was a 53 years old guy. Okay, and then I met him like 1 week after joined the clan. I remember his wife not having fun of this adventure. It was a guy that played with the joystick, man. Joystick. Translocator, CTF,
Yeah. Oh
and
my
joystick.
god. Yeah.
Crazy shit. And he gave me the sense of a clan, of a team play. Playing CTF, I was mainly playing just free-for-all. At that time, my goal was just about the NG world stats.
Okay. Yeah.
Try to get the scores. I think it was the drive of most people
At the time, yeah, just because there wasn't really a better metric. Would you say it's safe to say that this guy was kind of a mentor for you then, to kind of teach you more about competitive gameplay and taking it more seriously?
Yeah, it was the first guy that tried to say, yeah, there's two defenders, one midfielder, two attackers. You wait for the boots. You wait for him here. Try to do something coordinated, right?
Yeah. Can I ask you this then? Can I ask you this? Do you think that there was something about that thought process, the idea of strategic play, that you felt comfortable spending time on because of your experience with Magic the Gathering? Because there is more strategic play involved in a deck building game, that someone could say, not only is this fast-paced first-person shooter fun, but you can get strategic in this too. Did that appeal to you?
Yeah, I'm all about playing for the team. I don't care much about my score.
Yeah.
I'm focused on winning the game and contributing for my team. So on CTF, because I had on that time I had a little bit more frag power. I ended up playing on the midfield.
Okay.
So I had to do everything for my team. Defend, attack, be on position, understand what they were doing, the macro scene, the power-up timings, that was something new for me. Oh, there's timing, okay, I have to understand this. Everything was new.
Yeah.
Even if I came from chess and Magic the Gathering, this was like that deep thinking
Mm-hmm.
applied to mechanical and action.
Yeah.
And that amazed me because you had freedom to put all your imagination
Yeah.
into a game. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't being stopped by a card game or by a chessboard. So for the first time, I could imagine things before they happen and do them
Mm-hmm.
and try to accomplish the move. So
Yeah. And
uh,
the reward, the prediction to pay out cycle is so fast when you can say, I predict this person will be here, and then they show up.
yeah,
Oh, that's such a good feeling.
yeah, you feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're a god.
Yeah.
So I started doing competition. At this time, there was a league
Mm-hmm.
that was Barry's World.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds
It
vaguely
was in
familiar.
UK,
Yeah.
a green site with a yellow logo. We started in 4th division.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy, an admin that was the Borg, I think.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
was, oh my God, he's the admin of the game and
Mm-hmm.
he's the
Mm-hmm.
boss running things here. We ended up winning. We played Lava Giant, man. Wow. We moved to the Division 3. My mentor, the name, so you can know,
Yeah.
is Bambi.
Bambi. Okay. Well, shout out to
53
Bambi.
years old. A big man, 53 years, called Bambi. Okay?
Let me make sure I have this correct. You say, Papa, please give me money for booster packs, and you say, wait, Dad, no, I don't want that anymore. I want to go spend time with a 53-year-old man named Bambi.
Exactly. So you can imagine, man. It was a really a person that really changed my life because he gave me the social component of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very soon, and then I think I made a big mistake. A new clan approached me. Oh, come to us. We have this game, this player, that player. Let's play. I don't know, maybe clan base. I don't remember,
Sure.
but I think I left. I know that I left the Dark Order clan and joined the Natural Born Fraggers or Killers. I don't know
Something.
the nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt bad because my greed to join a better
Something.
team.
Yeah. Yeah. Something with
I left
notoriety. Yeah.
I left my friends behind.
Mm.
But when I was young and everything was happening, so I can accept it. But I felt bad. I remember.
Sure.
He stopped playing, I guess, or something. And from there, we started pushing more into CTF.
Okay. So
And there was the time when I really started to feel I was ending constantly in the top fragger, top player, recovers. At that time, I started to get first places on NG World Stats.
nice.
I was competing with other 2 Portuguese guys,
Mm-hmm.
Neutro.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well known in the European scene, and one guy that was my teammate also.
Okay.
So, and we were trying to play FFA and get the bets, the top one rank
On NG World Stats and stuff like that. Yeah. Would you say then that CTF was your main game mode for a very long time? Because most everyone that I've talked to so far has been predominantly in TDM, and I'm getting to know a lot of these, European players. And I'm interviewing you for the first time right now. Tell me a little bit about your history. Did you start in CTF and move to TDM, or was TDM never really important to you?
No, CTF was the main mode at that time. TDM community, Portuguese community was very, very, we were just a bunch of guys and very hard to build clans because we were all very young and the clan leaders were trashing the teams easily. After 1 month, the clan was disbanded and
Sure.
started a new one. So in Portugal, the TDM scene was really weak.
Mm.
I was playing CTF with my eyes on TDM because I think I thought that TDM was more pro late scene or something.
Sure.
And duels, I was doing some duels. Was the way I had to measure where I was at that time. But I had a dream to join the best Portuguese clan at this time.
Okay.
It was the Phalanx. Phalanx guys. That was the top Portuguese CTF clan. And they have a really good team. They were playing and they had really good buzz in the European scene.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did you make it? Did you join the team then?
Yeah, I joined,
Okay.
but it was funny and sad because I joined the team because they had some players that I really admired. Okay.
Yeah.
One of them was Good Times,
Mm-hmm.
but the moment I joined, he retired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because he was having the problem of addiction with the game. He
Mm-hmm.
was on the university and things were
Yeah.
going really wrong.
Yeah.
We spent all the nights playing on the free-for-all servers, so I knew if I was having problems, everybody else had to share the same problem. So
Right.
he made the right call and he stopped. And to be honest, I joined Phalanx Clan not to play CTF.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my main idea. My main idea was to create a solid and good and strong TDM team.
Okay. So I guess what I'm hearing and what I'm piecing together is that you've got this background, you've gone to school for IT stuff, you're interested in networks, you've got an early mentor who teaches you about the social aspect of the game and leadership and these kinds of things. I think it makes sense. And from what I understand, you are one of the admins in the Play Unreal scene. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you feel like that was a natural transition for you, that you felt like, okay, I have this experience, I'm used to building up these kinds of teams, I think I can take on the mantleship, the leadership involved of running a community like this?
I don't know. I think it wasn't the idea at all.
Oh.
I was just playing some DDM with some servers. When I came back because I stopped. Okay. Very soon. I stopped for 15 years, I think, or more. When I came back, I was totally lost. I don't know what was Discord.
Mm-hmm. Like, where's IRC? It's not 1999 anymore?
Where do people meet now?
Yeah.
Where are the pickups? And I think I found a Polish community through scanning the servers in UT browser. And was where I met the UT community again, but everything was divided. The Play Unreal didn't have a TDM scene, as far as I knew, and most effective players were playing in Poland. There were a lot of players, okay, and I was just joining the server. They had the zero ping netcode before this new netcode, and I could play there with 70 ping.
Not bad.
But I was really lost. Everything was different. The guns killed everybody in the second, and I wasn't getting why I'm dying every time. I don't remember to be so fragile. I remember to be resistant. I could flee from the combats and do stuff. Now I can't. Now I feel I'm playing like Counter-Strike or something. So it took me a lot to get into the game again. 1 year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess the COVID started right away when I joined. Maybe 2-3 months after I joined. So when I look to Play Unreal was in fact when I met Nux and RX. I found RX lost in a free-for-all server with the Portuguese flag. And I started writing in Portuguese. Who are you? What are you faking, nicking? What the hell are you? No, I'm Croatian. I live in Lisbon. And I told him, bullshit, of course not. And then we start talking. I got him in Discord, and he has also IT background. And then we start discussing the scene. We are lacking of servers. We don't have a pickup channel working. So it was the drive to build up the community as well with Nux.
Yeah.
We three got together and start trying things, trying to get server locations where we all could play. the Polish community was satisfied with their conditions, right?
Yeah.
They were playing in their own country with their rules, with their settings. They had players to fill up pugs every night, so why should they change?
Yeah. It's interesting because I'm starting to see a lot of parallels to what we're doing in the North American scene, right? You know, we have just gone through a pretty big leadership change recently. We had gone by the name Dope Pugs before, and now it's Skyrom. And we are in this kind of development process where, and you mentioned earlier the new netcode. This new netcode really has an opportunity to bring a lot of the communities closer together, and I think that's part of the motivation behind this interview series that DVP is promoting, is that now that we have this much better netcode and we can start to get European and North American players closer together, North and South American players closer together, and bridge these communities, we're getting to know each other a little bit more. But in terms of the parallels that I'm seeing, you know, I had been one of the TDM admins in the North American scene for a while. I had stepped away. I was doing mostly like streaming and promoting and commentating and that kind of stuff. When I had come back, you know, I was like, I'm not really interested in being an admin. It's a lot of work. And as I'm sure you know, it's a lot of thankless work. And the hard part about that is now we're in a rebuilding phase and we're kind of going, all right, well, what do we want to change? What do we want to bring back? And it's interesting to kind of see a lot of these parallels play out in different parts. And I'll say this one last thing is that there's been an analogy that I've used before is that it feels like we've all been playing in these little silos. And so it feels kind of like a Super Smash Brothers Melee kind of environment where you go and like you play your little local community and then you see how good they are, and then maybe you go play some people at like a slightly larger community, and now you're competing with people on an international level online, and it feels very and the game feels new and fresh and different and intense again. And part of that is some of the fantastic work that RX has been doing, and you know, Biggie and all these other people have been doing a lot of work, and I think they all deserve their credit for sure. There's so many names I couldn't even begin to list them all, but yeah, it's really been fantastic. And I feel like the game is in a healthier state than it has been in a very long time. I am curious to
I don't know how we're going to play together, both communities. It will be very challenging.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that it's going to be interesting to figure out. We have to kind of see where we land on a set of rules that we can kind of mutually agree upon.
Yeah.
We are, in the North American scene, going to be opening up I think a Boston server pretty soon, because that helps the Euros ping to us a little bit better. I think the best we can do on your guys' side is probably through London, and that seems to be the most kind of balanced, either Boston or London or New York and London, those kinds of servers. But we can work all that out later. That's not for the interview series to dwell its time on. I am curious though. You know, it's always been a thing in North America. We were aware of the Euro players and the early history of the game. You know, the Euro players were some of the best overall players. You know, there might have been a couple superstars in NA that really shined, but average player base quality was higher in Europe than it was in North America. What were your thoughts of the North American scene? And I'll lump, you know, Canada, Mexico into this as well, because there's a lot of players, especially in the North American scene, that are Canadian, and I will be interviewing a Canadian next week, I believe. And so what were your guys' thoughts? You know, did you guys think about the NA scene at all? Was it something you cared about?
Yeah, not so much when I came back. When I came back, it was a complete silo, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
No chance, no point playing with you guys. So when I was looking to NA, Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and USA, I didn't know much about the players,
Mm-hmm.
and I got surprised, not only by NA, but the world players when we start playing for World Cyber Games.
Yeah.
We saw players that nobody knew, and it surprised me a lot. I remember I lost many. I don't remember most of things from those times,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember Destruct
Mm-hmm.
was a top player. There was another guy that I'm forgetting, super known. I think he reached in the first World Cyber Games. He reached far away.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know you.
Honestly, I don't know that I do, and part of that is because I didn't start playing the game until about 2001, 2002. Right around that
Okay.
time is when I started playing the game. So most of the earliest big competitions I didn't even know had happened.
Of course.
I had come
Yeah.
after that. So yeah, I'm innocent in that way. I don't know all the names. I don't know all the players.
Yeah, I remember Destruction. I know there was another guy super good,
Hmm.
and there were guys from New Zealand, Australia, Asian guys, Argentinian,
Hmm.
lots of good players, and I could relate to that because the current state of back on those days, the internet connections were really bad.
Hmm.
Okay, even cable, we couldn't get the ping to compete. Okay,
Hmm.
everything was happening in the Central Europe,
Yeah.
around Germany and
Hmm.
Netherlands. Uh, uh, I tried a lot to play with those guys, and I knew I was getting pushed back by the ping.
Yeah.
At some point, I couldn't avoid. So I got surprised by the results and those players playing on the other regions.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I could relate. I could say, of course, they play good, and of course, there are lots of guys that we don't even imagine. I'm sure that the best players are not playing this tournament. There are super known guys that are super good on the LAN,
Hmm.
playing LAN, because I saw that happening in Portuguese LAN. Guys that I never heard, and suddenly they appear on LAN and have a way to play
Yeah.
that surprised me. Super efficient. I wasn't used to play on LAN environment, so
Yeah.
I could really be surprised on that time.
Yeah, it's tricky. I now live in Chicago, and when I play on Chicago servers, because of my connection, I average about 5 to 10 milliseconds ping. And so I don't, it feels so
Me too.
strange to have to play on anything above 30. I'm like, this game feels so different. I'm so
You can
spoiled
feel,
now.
you can feel the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Um,
we were struggling all these years
mhm.
until the ping appears. In Portugal, we can get a ping that you can notice every subtle, I don't know, 2-3 milliseconds.
Hmm.
You can notice things. So it was really frustrating when I came back, and now with Pincom, finally
It feels
we start
so
getting
much more
the peace
smooth.
of mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even with all the things that need to be improved, of course. But at least the muddiness
Hmm.
and that delay you have to do, the pre-aiming, at least now it's consistent.
Yeah.
Now it's more up to my calls.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's take a step away. Let's branch away from this a little bit and talk about some other things because I am curious. You said you stepped away from the game for 15 years. You've gone on, you've lived a life. You said in your introduction you've got a family. Were you playing other games at the time, or was it just like you stepped away from gaming entirely?
I step away from gaming entirely. I
Okay.
was playing just UT. I started living alone very soon,
Uh-huh.
like 16 years old. So I had no schedules.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had no mom telling me go sleep.
I have ultimate free
Uh,
time and no self-control.
yeah, no, no. Nobody is going to stop you now. Um, so I managed to finish the the school,
Hmm.
and I had no motivation to work.
Hmm.
Okay, because work would take my time playing UT, right? And I was trying my best to, I don't know, maybe be a pro player. I don't know what was my
Right.
dream exactly. Uh, but I was having really high hopes at that time. And then I participated in the World Cyber Games Portugal, and I lost the final.
Hmm.
And that thing takes really hard on me. It took really hard on me. Because I knew it would be hard to have another chance, and
Hmm.
I would have to wait another year. And I was already struggling. I needed the result on that time to invest more in the game
Hmm.
or to stop it. So once World Cup Games ended, I think I played for more 2 or 3 months, maybe more. I cannot precise, but not longer. And I had to take my decision to stop with the games because it was really out of control.
Yeah.
I would play all night until the morning and then go to school and do this over and over and over and over and over, brain dead totally.
Yeah. So I've asked this question to other interviewees, and I'll ask it to you as well. As someone who competed in the cyber games, who played at that level early in the game's history, comparing the people who are playing now to the people who were playing then, do you feel like the player base is better now than it was then, or was it better then? Because I've talked to people and had really long conversations and arguments, and they swear up and down, oh, the people were so much better then, they were so much better then. And I don't think that can be true. I just think we've got 20 years of experience. We've learned all of the techniques. We've mastered so many things that I just can't.
How can we compare now?
Yeah, there's no.
How can we do that? There's no point because, man, on that time you had advantage on your PC, your connection, your computer skills. For instance, we were teaching people about what was a frame rate, what was a refresh rate on the monitor.
Yeah. And now all of that's basically a non-issue. You know, you can run this game on a toaster. So like, you know, everything is basically as maximized as it's going to be. It's actually down to skill now.
I'm pretty sure I got a big advantage on that time. I can say it clearly. My knowledge of computers, I had Windows totally optimized, Windows 98. That was several issues with it. So I knew how to take care of the Windows, low resources, everything made for the game, internet, all the parameters that you could add, while playing with guys that had no idea.
Yeah.
Even Neutral, that I played the finals of World Cyber Games, he had so bad conditions playing on his own that I was already playing with 100 Hz refresh rate or something. He was clearly playing with 60 or something. Yeah, I don't know if he had the FPS to even reach the 60s, so you can see how good he was.
Yeah.
That when we arrived to play the World Cyber Games, he said, wow, this is great experience of playing. While I was complaining and tilting with playing with TFT with 60 hertz, everything dragging and and I was thinking, how can these guys give me this hardware to play such an important event for my life, right?
Yeah.
So while I was tilting with everything, he was feeling great. Everything, he was smiling. Wow.
It's all perspective, man. It's all perspective.
So back to your question, I of course now we play better UT.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the big minds are not playing. I think people mechanically are more have reached far.
Yeah. And this is something I've talked about. Actually, the person I'll be interviewing, the Canadian I'll be interviewing next week is DeSnakesta, and you guys are a little bit familiar with him. He's come and played in a couple of your tournaments.
Play with him.
He and I have had some conversations about strategy within the game, and you know, he and I came from the same school very early on. That we actually adopted a lot of the European map positioning strategies and say, okay, well, you play this position and you stay in this room as best you can. You try to defend it, and if you die, of course, you're going to try to make your way back there. But you know, broadly speaking, you try to stay here. This is your control point that you want to hold. And what we notice is that in the North American scene, and I may have mentioned this before, forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but in the North American scene, once a lot of those top tier players started to go away, we didn't have leadership in the same way. And so we all kind of had to figure it out for ourselves. And our gameplay became much more chaotic, but also much more mechanically intense. And so now that we're kind of reintroducing the European players, and we're kind of starting to play against each other a little bit more with the ping comp, it's something that we're kind of asking ourselves, like, oh, do we need to start picking up positions again? Is this going to be helpful to us? Are we going to find that it hurts us?
Man.
Yeah,
you got the new purpose now to play. That's all we need, right?
Yeah. Something new about the game again.
Yeah. It's like a cup, but in this case, you are relearning things.
Yeah.
Or readapting things. You guys have, besides DVP, other European players joining you?
Every now and then, yeah. Skip's coming and play a few. Snatch joined us a little bit. We've had, I mean, you and I played. And again, for the record, you and I talked about this before the interview started, but just for everyone watching, Spellcaster is one of the only European players that I've actually gotten to play duel one-on-one, and I will proudly and happily admit I did lose most of the games that we played. However, I was able to beat him, and we had a couple of
True.
close ones. So I'm not a slouch. I promise you. I know how to play this game.
That's true. I confirmed.
Okay.
It was really challenging games. You know what you were doing.
Yeah. And
so it was balance.
I've always said this. Duel has never been my strong suit. I think I just get too impatient. I know I have to think everything through, and at a certain point I just get frustrated. I'm like, I'm just gonna run at the person, and it never works in my favor. And so I have to get over that patience issue. But otherwise, yeah, I've got a mind for thinking about what's going on in the game and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to take a moment just to also briefly touch on other activities within your life. Have you tried any other games that you've played, like any other competitive games, shooters, anything really that you found any enjoyment in?
I tried. So when I stopped playing back in 2003 or 4,
Mm-hmm.
I can't precise. I really quit everything on gaming. I sold my PC.
Oh wow, okay.
I had to rage quit from the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Took my demos and I sent everything to the trash. And I even stopped hanging out with my UT friends.
Mm.
It's sad to say, but I had to stop it.
Yeah, quit cold turkey.
And I had to start studying again because I didn't want to work. No, I had to work, but when I was 19 or 21 years old, but I had to play UT, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stand the work, so I quit. And then I told myself, yeah, I have to stop with this, and I went to study robotics and electronics. And during that time, I put for the first time in my life, I wasn't doing anything else, just studying and being a pretty boy for 2 years, and then the gaming addiction stopped, and I got a girlfriend, and okay, everything social life made
Turn
sense
your life
again.
around.
Yeah, I had that life in that time.
No, that's great. So then, if you haven't played any other games that you've tried, even since coming back since COVID, you haven't dabbled in, Valorant or anything like that?
No, I tried Diabotical,
Mm-hmm.
but it was really that. And I tried Diabotical Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, but the game didn't.
Yeah, I tried Diabotical for the first time like 3 weeks ago. It's fun.
It was messing with me. I had one problem, and I guy because I tried Fortnite too. Because when I tried these new engines,
Mm-hmm.
everything feels so smooth.
Mm.
And then when I go back to UT, I can't even make a simple shot.
Mm. There is a little bit of a fundamental difference, and I think what it is that in UT it feels both rigid and fluid. Like it's very, very rigid. You stop, but you can then immediately change direction. It's because it is more responsive, I think, in the immediacy in your controls. It feels very fluid, but the gameplay and the mechanics themselves and the engine is a little bit more rigid, I think. And like that's just my viewpoint because I've
even described, and I just feel lost in the game, and it took me a whole day to get into it again. If I stop playing for 2-3 days and playing another game in another engine,
yeah.
and I totally lose it.
Yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
If I don't want to lose my status, I don't like to go back in the game and start being owned by everybody.
For sure, for sure. So we talked about the past a little bit, and I've heard from other interviewees, excuse me, and I don't imagine it would be any different from you. The top players at the time, early on, the German players, people from maybe like the Netherlands or Sweden, as kind of like a secondary tier. What are you looking at now? Who's impressing you now within the community, and who do you go, wow, this group has really come a long way from where they were?
Look, there's a lot of players that impress me, to be honest. Both on the duelers, both on TDMers, and also on CTF. There's a lot of really great players.
Yeah.
Well, I play mainly TDM and duel.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I can play CTF, but I'm not motivated at this time to invest much time in the game. I need to make a soft break.
Sure.
To to get my energy back.
You got to find the balance again.
Yeah, but of course I didn't know the Wolverine and Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
They impressed me a lot.
I mean, they've been crushing everybody for 20 years. It's kind of annoying at this point, guys. We get it.
I was playing for, I don't know, 3 years. I didn't know they exist. Suddenly they joined the cup and started destroying everybody, and I was, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
What are they, and how are they so good? And I was spectating them, and I couldn't see how are these guys so good? What they are doing there that I'm not. Then I found out why. But, I got surprised. Nux, RX, top player.
I'm curious, how did you feel about the Venezuelan brothers, KHR and Yulde?
They are insanely good. Yeah, they are local also.
Yeah.
Insanely good, and of course the snake stuff. I would like that we could get a better friendly environment for to have games between South Americans and North Americans and Europeans, because I got really impressed. You can see it's not about only aim. They know what they are doing. They know how to position, control items, how to pre-aim.
Yeah.
Man, it's super good. I'm so glad they joined the...
Yeah, and they're young guys, which is very impressive to me because it feels like so often in this community, anybody who's really good, oh, well, you played 20 years ago, you got really good then, and now you're coming back, and that's great. But these guys are young guys, and so it's it feels
How
like...
young are they?
I want to say, I think Ilde is maybe 20? Maybe? He might be 18 or 19. Like, they're young guys, and I think that having that kind of young energy, it feels like... Well, plus it also feels like the game's alive again. It feels like young people are going, oh, what is this? I haven't played this before. And I've said this.
So fresh, so good, man.
Yeah,
so good
and I think that I don't know that arena shooters will ever have another moment again. I think that the skill, the learning curve is just so steep that I think a lot of young people who are playing games today, they just don't want to engage with it. You know, you need to understand really minute physics interactions within the engine to understand why you should or shouldn't take certain things, and positioning is really hard. And like, the maps change, and there's so much to it that it's like, I don't know. If I'm not able to completely get in there and dominate people right away, I'm not gonna do it.
You don't push a key and something happens magically, right?
Yeah.
Like the new games that I found extremely complicated. I like simple games, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if we are going to have arena version.
But that's okay.
I would tried. I wish I would have tried Quake Champions.
Mm-hmm.
But I was taking all my effort to get back into UT.
Sure.
So I didn't try Quake, and now it's. I think it's dead when they had the Pro League, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when it stopped, I think the game is completely dead now. So
yeah,
no point going.
All
but
right,
it's super good to see those new players, new blood.
Yeah.
They will share with us new ways of engaging the game.
Yeah.
With fresh eyes, fresh mind.
Yeah.
Limited energy.
Sure. Ultimate free time and no self-control. That's it. That's the whole point. So I'll ask this last question or two here, and then I'll let you go because I've taken up some time of your life already. What are some of your big memories of this game? What are the lasting moments that you think, no matter what happens in your life, I'm always going to remember that moment? And it doesn't have to be a tournament, it could be some silly server interaction you had. Just give me, what do you love about this game still? Well,
what always is in my mind with UT was the friends I made around this game, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, I love to play the game. I've told them all that already, but I always was a street kid all my life, playing soccer and stuff, my friends, and moving to this game was an extension of that world. And I very soon, as I told you, I started meeting people.
Yeah,
I met Hypno with 13 years old or something. So. Pretty weird shit, to be honest. Nothing that we can imagine nowadays. And we were always organizing lands,
Mm-hmm.
and some of us had a car, and we put everybody in the car with the computers and go to the house of somebody or the garage or something. I have lots of moments from
Yeah.
being with my friends. I don't know why I never forget guys from Netherlands visiting us in the vacations.
Of course.
I couldn't even speak English at that time. If you what I mean. It was really really hard on that time. So I was thinking, what are these guys doing here
Mm-hmm.
when nobody can talk with them? But they still came to see us, to know us, and they spent 1 week with us. Or
That's
something.
great.
So all the people I've met, it really sticks with me. Even now, I still do that.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the meetings. I go last Christmas. I went to the north of Portugal to meet up like 10 guys or 12 guys, and I'm looking forward to meet European. I know they do lands,
Yeah.
and I will try. I don't know if I can, but I will try. See if I have opportunity.
I would love for there to be a LAN that I could go to. Like I've thrown little LANs with like just some friends, and a clan that I was in forever ago had a LAN at some guy's house. And when I was probably 17, my dad allowed me to have a LAN in his garage, and some people had flown in from out of state. And it was the closest that I had gotten to that kind of environment. But I would love to see a competitive LAN, like a true competitive LAN these days, where I felt like I could participate.
And it's super weird. It's super weird to know people in this environment around the game. It's super nerdy, but in the end, and it's such a ritual experience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's just about people sharing their passion. You know, it's just we all just love this game and we love to play, and we know each other for 20 years online. So you know, it's not that strange to meet up and say hi.
When you asked me about why have I joined the TDM admining thing role, was because of this. I went to gather people and know people and share experience while having a trash talk in the game and having fun. And I will beat you, but then we are friends. You know, especially now that we are on this age and things have another meaning. Of course, I want to win. I like to win, but that's not my goal now. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I keep winning to some of the top players, I'm happy. But my main goal is to establish friendships here. And
and that's great. I think it's a really positive kind of healthy mindset to have about the game, because I think that even today there are still people who are playing this game who put so much stock into how the game goes that their night is ruined if they have a couple bad maps, and it's like, guys, it doesn't matter. Like, we're going to be doing this for the next 10 years. Like, calm down. Like, it's not like it's one shitty map.
I can be pissed off with myself, or why I'm playing so bad, or why can't I hit my shots? But man, nothing that ruins my day. I go to the bed, and 10 minutes later, I forgot about it. Maybe not all that. Maybe some nights are worse. But
maybe it's 30 minutes.
But tomorrow is another day, and I will try to challenge the same guys and try to win.
Yeah.
It tends to happen, right?
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great mentality to have. Well, I'll ask you this then as my last question to you. Are there any shout-outs that you want to give to the community? Anybody else that you want to give some credit to? This is your moment. The floor is yours. Say what you want to say. No question. Just do what you want to do for a little while.
I'm super happy with this moment. With this, I want to shout out to DVP. He's crazy as fuck, but his craziness is
it's infectious.
It's infectious. We then end up doing things that we don't want because he has the initiative, and it's paying off. It's super nice that RX have put his effort doing the ping comp and allowing us to. He's not even playing, so he's giving his time of his life doing this for us.
Yeah,
we have tried this many times before. We thought it was impossible, and someday he told me, "Hey, Spell, let's try
Let's try one more time. One more time. Let's give it a go.
Let's see what I've done. Let's try. Let's come to my server. And when I saw that, wow, this is a big game changer. There are so many. Look, I have to communicate with most of the European players on TDM. So I give my shout to all of them. I have a big shout to the Portuguese guys that are not active right now, but they have been with me last, I don't know, 3-4 years.
You heard it here first. Portuguese bias.
I love them. I hope they will come back to when we start doing the more cups. All the Play Unreal admins, all the guys that are donating, helping us to running all these expenses and all these servers, and lots of guys that I don't think that people understand how much effort they put financially, their time. They have all their lives and they stop doing their things. They don't even play. So imagine asking a guy that doesn't play to solve things for you. So
yeah.
So man, I if I start telling names, I will forget.
Yeah, you'll be on the list forever, and then you're still going to leave somebody off. I understand. Yeah, hey man, you know what? I'll join you for a little bit because I think that I want to give some credit here to the North American people as well. People, the admin teams at Skyrom, the new ownership. I'll even give some shout outs to the previous ownership. I think Sly was a contentious community member for sure, but it's not easy being the community leader, and you're going to get blamed for a lot of things. And the guy undeniably put in a lot of time and effort, and even though he and I don't always see eye to eye on everything, I think that I will at least acknowledge that he has put in a ton of effort, and I will commend him for that effort. But shout out to some other people in our community as well. Max made this amazing mod that did pixel perfect hitboxes, and it was unlike anything anybody had ever seen, and we tried it, and unfortunately the community, it just didn't resonate with the community. Like, actually, after playing several games on it, it didn't feel quite right to a lot of people, and so we ended up not using it, and it was a lot of wasted work, but it was a triumph in and of itself. You know, there's so many people within this community who have built careers on their love and passion of this game, and I think that that's just another example of one of those things, you know? And so, shout out again to the Play Unreal community, shout out to the Skyrom community, to the Latinos community. I know that you guys everyone's doing these things, and if you're a random, I'm going to direct to camera here for a moment. If you are a random viewer coming in because you have some memories of this game, the game's still here. It's still playable, right? You know, Epic has tried to kill us off. We don't need them anymore at this point. Like, we are still kicking. We're not going anywhere. Right. We will survive. We will keep going. And
we have websites, Discords, bots to organize bugs.
Yeah.
We have servers with the best latency possible.
Yeah, and
we have admins.
All this stuff. Plus, I'll say this as a last thought here. We've been talking about it on and off throughout this interview. The ping compensation, it is changing the game. Like, we feel very, very different about how the gameplay now is because it's so much more smooth and even across a wide variety of servers. You know, it's not that ping doesn't matter at all anymore, but it is significantly less important than it used to be, and that's a huge change for our game. So, you know, if you're thinking about maybe picking it up again, we would both encourage you to do so.
Yeah, that would be the perfect time.
Yeah. Spellcaster, thank you so much for joining me on this. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
I've capitalized your time for the past hour or so. I'm sure DVP will try to find some way to edit this down into something usable. Who knows? That's not my job. He just points me at people and says, go ask questions. And so,
got it in his hands.
Yeah. Well, thank you again so much for your time and your thoughts on this. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure all of the viewers appreciate your time as well. Thank you.
Okay. See you soon, guys.
Yeah, see you.